I'm Paul.
I'm Chad.
I'm Paul from Patriot Business Finance Consultants. We're just trying to get the best financing package arranged for our clients. We will fight for you. 844-742-1776. Call us. Check out our website, www.patriotbfc.com. Get rich, don't cry trying. Paul Whitehouse, Patriot Business Finance Consultants, back again Tuesday, 6 o'clock to talk about a lot of things. All right, so normally I prepare for the show. It's been a busy, busy day. I didn't get a chance to super prepare for this, so I'm talking off the top of my head with just a few notes. But here's what we're going to talk about tonight. Do what you want to do. What's that mean? It sounds good. It is good. Do what you want to do. All right. To do what you want to do, you need excess cash flow. Doing what you want to do means you don't have a schedule. You don't have somebody telling you what to do. We got a job. You got a job. You got somebody telling you what they want you to do, what you need to do to get paid. You have to be there on a certain schedule. None of us love that. I mean, we don't want that. We're designed as people to be free and move the way we want to move. We've been forced into this work thing just by society, the way it's developed. It is what it is, and that's how it is. But doing what you want to do. So get rich, don't cry trying. Patriot Business Finance Consultants, industry talk. That is about business. It's about business and money. Money, money, money. Money is not the most important thing. God's the most important thing. Your health is more important than money. But what is wealth? Wealth is not just a stack of money. Wealth is all of those things combined. So doing what you want to do, how do you get there? You get there with your skills and your talents, and you've got them. We all have individual skills and talents, and they're all different. All right. So let's talk about how you get there. Okay. Last week we talked, you got to have an idea. It starts with an idea. Doesn't have to be an original idea. You can copy and paste what somebody else has already done. But to get excess cash flow, you're not going to get there from a job. Job stands for just over broke. Just over broke. That's the job. You're not going to get excess cash flow with a job. So let's get you into business. The people listening to this show right now, people who listen to Gems It, Industry Talk, all of the content that Galen Smith puts out, a lot of you are in business and a lot of you want to get into business. That's why we watch information like this. So analyze your talents and skills, determine what you do, and then make money from it. It can be a product. It can be a service. You can sell somebody else's product. Doesn't have to be an original product. Selling is a skill. All right. Information that you have that people need is a skill. Your plumber, the guy who comes to your house and fix your problems, he has a specific skill that you don't have. That's why you're paying him to do it. People will pay you for your specific skill. So analyze yourself. Determine what your skills are. Determine how you can help people take people to where they want to be at, and they'll pay you to do it. They'll pay you to solve their problems. They will pay you to take them places that they don't think that they can get to by themselves. You got to analyze your skills. Then you have to make the plan. Come up, as we spoke about last week, the plan begins with brainstorming. Just write a bunch of stuff on a notepad, write ideas, write your plan, boom, boom, boom. Perfect the plan, make the master plan, put it into place. What will you use with that master plan? You're going to use a lot of stuff we've talked about on this show before. creative thoughts, creative financing, finding something that will work, and then work the plan. Work it hard. Work it hard for a couple of years, couple of months, six, whatever. It's all different for all of us. You can work super hard for 6 months, create something, put it into place, and put it on autopilot. You don't have to work on it full time at that point. Then you can do what you want to do. Even working the plan is doing what you want to do. That fits the definition. You put the plan in place, you're doing what you want to do on your time frame. You might have to work a job in the meantime, and then on the other 16 hours of the day, don't sleep 8. Sleep is healthy, but you might have to, for a while, go with 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep so you can really crank it out on those remaining 12 to 15 hours that you've got to, pull your plan together. Okay, let's talk about a couple of people who do what they want to do. I know a lot of people in my life who have excess cash flow, and they do what they want to do. Okay, let's talk about a couple of other people. Rick Ross. You see Rick Ross on social media. He's into boxing. He's into music. He's in the cannabis business. Cannabis is a product for Rick. Boxing's the product. Rick is the product. Rick is his own greatest asset. Okay? And study the man. He doesn't stop. He's always out there moving, grooving, baking, and shaking. All right? He's out there doing this stuff full time. Let's talk about Jay Braswell. That's a man who does what he wants to do. Marine Corps, came out of the Marine Corps. He travels the country and he does comedy. Clearly, he's funny, right? Clearly he has a love for comedy because he's good at it. He is a very good example of doing what he wants to do. He's not out there working 8 hours, 12 hours for somebody else, getting $20 an hour. He's out there booking shows. He understands his talents. He's developed his talents. He's able to book shows based on his reputation, based on all the stuff that he's done. He's a very good example of, a man doing what he wants to do. Jay Shaw out there, watch all of his content. He creates content. He speaks. He's a public speaker. He has recognized his own skill within him. He's put it into play and he's monetizing it to make money. And his target is not small. He's not looking to make small amounts. He's looking to take his information, his personality, everything that makes him Jay Shaw, and just put it out there into the world and monetize it. You can monetize anything and everything that you got going on. Galen Smith. Look at all the effort and time that Galen's putting on 3, 4, 5 shows a day, building the content to put on Rick Ross Roku TV. Galen's able to do this because he's had success in business and life in the past. He's at the point right now to where he does what he wants to do on his time frame. There's nobody telling Galen what to do. Galen is telling himself what to do. All right, there's so many other people who do this. There's so many examples that I could talk about, but what we really want to talk about is how to get you to the point where you're doing it. Let me tell you about me a little bit. I kind of do what I want to do, but I'm still in the daily grind. Patriot Business Finance Consultants, it's me, it's my business partner, Bob, and we've got a few consultants. I'm still in the mix. I'm in the grind. And let me show you an example. Well, I'm going to hold this example until we get back from commercial break, because this is an important one. But I'm headed there. I'm going to get there. But I'm still doing what
You ain't my type, but you might be tonight. I'm good. You ain't my type. Come on, baby, change my mind. I'm good. We'll laugh, let's see what we find. You ain't my type, they never felt this fun.
Is your cover art missing when your music plays? Having trouble getting your cover art to display with your audio file? We've got the solution. Just click the link, upload your audio file and your cover artwork, provide the metadata we need, and we'll take care of the rest. In no time, you'll receive a professionally embedded audio file with your cover art attached. Ready for streaming, distribution, websites, DJs, radio stations, and media players. Fast, simple, professional. Upload, embed, play. Your music deserves to look as good as it sounds. Click the link below and let us do the work.
Hey, what it do, world? It's your boy, Comedian JB, the real J Braswell, Comedian J Braswell. Hey, dig this. I got a website, man. Tap in at jbcomedy.com.
All right, check this out. Anybody know who Robert Kiyosaki is? He wrote a series of books called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He grew up in Hawaii. He was a Marine. When he was a kid, he had his dad who was not he calls him his poor dad, but the guy wasn't poor. He was a school teacher, an educator, union rep for school teachers, but he spent more than he made. Every time he made more money, he spent more money, which that makes you poor. Okay. He had a poor mindset when viewing money. He didn't even like money. He said wealthy people are bad, which is not true. Okay. His rich dad was his best friend's dad, who was just, as he was young, was just building his business, ended up being one of the wealthiest people in Hawaii. And he built businesses. He owned convenience stores, construction companies, real estate investments. The guy was building it, and he was teaching his son and Robert Kiyosaki how to do what he does. He had a different viewpoint of money. But Robert Kiyosaki came up with this graph. It's called the cash flow quadrant. ESBI. Heavily taxed, employee, no freedom, self-employed. Self-employed, you're still not completely free, because if you're self-employed, you are your own employee. You have to be there for all the decisions. You got to make all the decisions. You got to do a lot of the work, probably all the work in some cases. Even if you've got employees and you're self-employed, you're just part of the crew and you're making the majority of the money. There's less freedom on this side. And we're talking about freedom here. Jump to this side. Business owner, investor. As a business owner, here's the ideal definition of a business owner. Self-employed, you're a business owner. But a business owner is, imagine the guy who owns, I don't know, big business, McDonald's, the biggest business you can think of. Okay, he owns the company, but managers run it for him day to day. He has freedom because of that, because he's not in the grind. He's not making the burgers. He's not cutting the grass. He is managing the business. And managing the business certainly is probably full time, but you have freedom in that. You can step away and do what you want to do when you want to do it. You make your own schedule. And then investor, you're taking money and making more money from it. You're taking $100,000 and you're turning it into $300,000. The ultimate freedom is being an investor. Now, you're never going to be totally free from having to participate in your business, because you got to oversee it. You can't blindly trust everybody to run that business for you. You still have to oversee it, be an expert in all of it, but you're not doing the physical work. You can, if that's what you want to do. A lot of people like to do that. They like to get in the mix and be in the mix still. But we're talking about freedom. We're talking about doing what you want to do with your time. And again, the only way to have that freedom and that ability to spend your time the way you want to spend your time, and time is our most valuable resource. We only have so much of it. 84,600 seconds in a day. Spend it how you want to spend it. Imagine that's $86,400 in a bank account. You can spend it all wisely in a day, or you can spend it foolishly and do nothing and gain nothing. That's not what we're talking about. We're trying to take you to higher levels. That's what we are all trying to do. Get rich, don't cry trying. Make a bunch of money. Money's not bad if you use it in the right way. So make a bunch of it so you can use it in the right way. If you got a bunch of cash and excess cash flow, you're covered. Imagine what you could do with that. Imagine who you could help. Donate it to your church. Take care of your family. Educate your kids on how they and kids and grandkids and other kids, other people. You can bring so many people along the way if you have excess cash flow. And that's what we are all on this show trying to accomplish. Excess cash flow so we have freedom so we can do good things. Okay. How do we get the excess cash flow? You have to start a business. You won't get it with a job. Never going to happen. Never. Things are too expensive. And you don't want to work 3 jobs in a day. And for the people listening to this who are watching 2 jobs, man, I know it's hard. I've been there. I've been through hard times. You got to work and there's not enough. But consider a better use of time. Work a job so you can keep the bills paid, keep life moving along, take care of what you need for your kids. But quit that second job. Bet on yourself. Always bet on you. All right. Because you can win. If you're betting on yourself, you control all the actions. Bet on yourself. Start a business. Analyze your skills. Decide what business you want to start. Now, let's get into this part of it. After you decide what you want to do, how do you do it? It starts in your brain. Creative thinking. We've talked about this before. Creative financing. Let's use this as an example. Right now, I'm talking to the person who doesn't have a business but wants to start a business. Okay. Look for people who are selling a business. Call them. Talk to them. Know what you're going to say before you talk to them. Have your script planned out. Listen, ask questions, listen, do your due diligence on the business to make sure, get second opinions, make sure everything's real. But if you're looking at a profitable business that somebody wants to sell, 75% of businesses sold in America today are financed by the owner. It's not SBA loans, it's not bank loans, it's owner financing. You can do this. That's a huge number. So if you're listening to this and it's what you want to do, I'm telling you right now that you can do it. Let me repeat that. You can do it. You can do it with study, and you don't got to study something for 4 years or 2 years or a year to become an expert in it. You can become an expert in 3 months just by doing it. Going for it at 100 miles an hour, 100%, 100 miles an hour, 9,000 RPMs, you're full bore, full speed ahead, getting the information, becoming an expert, and then going into that business. So owner financing, that's huge. Talk to the owner, tell them, I can give you X amount of dollars down. Let's make an agreement. Let's make a plan. Show me how to run your business. Let me step in, run the day-to-day operations. I'm going to give you X amount of money down. I'm going to pay you off in 3 years or 2 years, just whatever agreement you come to. When 2 people make an agreement, that's legally binding. If we agree to do something, we make the terms up. The seller and the buyer create the terms. The terms have to be good for both people. Okay. But you can do it. And you can do things that you might not have thought that you could do simply by going for it and asking for it. You get so much if you ask for it. I've told you guys before on this show, I've done it myself before. I took over a landscaping company with owner financing. I took over a pizza shop with owner financing because I asked for it and he said yes. And we made an agreement and we both followed through and we did it. So that's a way to get excess cash flow. And it can be in any industry, landscaping company, a manufacturing company, a restaurant, a pizza shop, small businesses. You can take over a laundromat, a car wash, whatever you can think of, you can do it. So, and you can do it with creative financing. Owner financing is one way to do it. Let me dive into how I can help you at Patriot Business Finance Consultants with financing for your business. So, number one, owner financing, killer, excellent. You get in the business, you're making money. Okay, now let's talk about equipment financing. You need upgraded equipment. You take on another contract, but you need more equipment and more employees to fulfill that contract. How are you going to do that? Another thing we talked about on this show over and over and over again over the last many months is connections, contacts, connections, connecting, and asking. I'm a connection for you. 330-501-4554. Text me, call me. If you're in business right now watching this and you need money for your business, call me. Let's do this. I can help you with equipment financing. I can help you with real estate financing. And there's a lot of subcategories in real estate financing, like fix and flips, long-term rentals, pulling cash out of investment property you already got, hard money loans, difficult credit financing. All of it's possible. You're never stuck. If you have a mouth and a brain, you are never stuck because you can think of things and you can ask people for help and assistance and guidance and connections. So you've taken over the pizza shop or the restaurant or the landscaping company. You've grown it. You fulfilled your part of the contract. You now own the company. You've paid them off over the course of 2 or 3 years. Next step, you went from owner financing to using business financing from lenders. I can help you do that. You don't have to go to the bank. Banks often say no. Banks have rigid programs that if you don't fit in their box, you're either in the party or you're out of the party. And if you're missing their minimum credit score by 5 points, you are out of the party. You're not out of the party with me. We're going to the party together. All right, man. I got lenders who want to make difficult credit deals work. That's their area of expertise. All right. They got programs specifically for that. I can walk you through those programs and I can get you approved for equipment financing for your business and for real estate financing. And we're going to jump back into all of that after this commercial break.
Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.
No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as ruck. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm gonna share some of them stories with you on this channel.
We're back. All right. Man, I'm shooting all over the place today. I told you I took 10 minutes to prepare for this show, so I'm going all overboard. Reading the comments. Angel Williams, where's the game? You are right. Jay Shaw, he made a board game. Robert Kiyosaki, I think it's called Escape the Rat Race. They should be selling it. They don't teach financial education in schools. They teach you stuff, but they're not teaching you how to make money and be super creative about it. They don't even teach you how to be creative. So they just teach you how to keep going back to school so they can get the money from you. Okay, college is good. It ain't bad, but there's other ways. There are other ways. Business is the way. You are either an employee or you are a business owner. You're an employee, you're self-employed. If you're self-employed, you're still an employee. You're just your employee and a business owner at the same time. Boom. Business owner, investor. Business owners, they're not at the place every day. They're doing what they want to do. All right, back to business financing. A lot of people want to get into real estate for a good reason because there's a lot of money into it. My lovely lady, I have a wonderful woman. She does what she wants to do. She's already been successful in life, okay? She's a master's business administration, a bachelor's in creative writing. She's raising 4 sons by herself. Well, not, I'm helping. I'm in the mix. So she ain't completely by herself. But she does what she wants to do. She was a successful realtor, owned a cleaning company. She quit being a realtor because she said she's not into working for peanuts no more. And she's going to do fix and flips for real estate. Before the commercial break, I said there's a lot of different angles with when you say real estate financing, there's different subjects underneath that. I can help you with those. If in your efforts in doing what you want to do and you think that real estate is the way to do it, let me tell you how that works. Creative financing, number one, works with real estate. Somebody is selling a house. You're probably not going to do it with zero down, but you can do it with minimum money down. Pull together $5,000. If you don't got it, find a partner who's got it. Or if you got half and he's got half, come up with $5,000. You got $100,000 house. You know it's probably worth 130. Okay. You might have to ask 10 or 15 sellers to do this. And the first one might say yes. Or it might take you 20 times and the 20th person says yes, or the 12th person says yes. But I promise you, because I've done it, if you ask enough times, somebody's going to say yes. Creative financing real estate. You got $5,000. Find a house for sale, buy owner, or you can do it with the agent. That would work too. There's that thing called the commission that you got to handle and take care of, but you can be creative and do that. And we can talk about that on how to solve that problem. But you find somebody selling a house. Let's make it simple for right now. For sale by owner. House is for sale. They want to sell it. That's why it's up for sale. They have their reasons, but it hasn't sold 30 days, 40 days, and they're wanting to do what they want to do. You solve their problem. Meet with them and you say, let's do this. I'll give you $5,000 down. I'll give you payments of X amount per month. Let me take over and manage the property. People will say yes to that. Tell them what your plan is. They're going to want to know. You got to give the information and talk to them. Say, hey man, I'm going to fix this up a little bit. I'm going to put carpet in it. I'm going to landscape it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to sell it and I'm going to try to make a little bit of money myself. You're selling it for $100,000. I'll give you what you want for it. If you're using owner financing and creative financing, you're not going to get a big discount because if you are asking with terms, paying with terms, you're going to have to sweeten the pot a little bit. You don't get discounts when you're using terms. If you're paying with cash, you can ask for big discounts. All right. But money down, take over the business, take over the real estate, and improve it, sell it, make money. Done. Boom. Do it again. Same process. You don't got to reinvent the wheel. People do this all the time. Creative financing. Use it. A little bit of money down, find a motivated seller, make the deal, make it good for them, make it good for you, complete the plan, put a little bit of money into it, put sweat equity into it, do put your back into it. You know what I'm saying? Do the landscaping. Get your friends help you lay the carpet, paint it up yourself. You want to do that the first couple of times. For future bigger business, you can't waste your time painting it for 5 days or doing the landscaping. Future big business, you want to build it to the point to where you have other people doing it for you. Therefore, you have free time to go out and find more deals and bigger and better deals. That's one way to do real estate financing. And another way to do it is with lender financing. That's what I do. That's how I can help you. That's how me, your connection, and you're my connection, we can help each other. Okay. We're both equal connections here. I can help you with financing for your business, fix and flip programs, real estate financing. Let's talk about how that works. Okay. Fix and flip. $200,000 property. There's levels to this with the lenders that we represent. There is beginner, intermediate, expert. One lender, 7 projects underneath your belt, 7 rehabs and flips. At that point, if you have over a 720 credit score, you're buying real estate with zero money down. 720 and up score, 7 rehabs under your belt, zero down on the purchase price of the house. The rehab from the lender is fully financed. So you bought the house with zero money down and all the rehab costs are paid for. Those two numbers, mix them together, cannot exceed 70% of the after repair value. Let's do the real math on that. $200,000 neighborhood, you know that when this house is done, it's going to be, you can sell it for 200,000 bucks. Okay. You can't exceed 70%. 70% is $140,000. You've had your contractor come in and look at the house, and you need a contractor who's going to go look at houses for you. You got your contractor, he comes in and says it needs $35,000 worth of work to bring it up to being a $200,000 house. Okay, let's do the math. You can't exceed 140. 140 minus 35 is $105,000. You can't pay more than $105,000 for it, and you should pay less for it. So the house is a $200,000 house. It's beat up. The seller knows it. They know what they've got. They know that it's not a $200,000 house. They're asking X amount for it. Doesn't matter what they're asking for it, because you're going to make your offer. And your offer, if it insults them, it just is what it is. You move to the next one because there's a lot of houses out there in America. But for this sake, 140 is 70% of 200,000, 35,000 rehab. You can't go over purchase price of 105. You buy it for 90. You make that happen. $90,000 purchase price. You put 35 into it. You got 125 into it now. You're under that 70% after repair value. You put it on the market and you sell it. You sell it for 200. You sell it for 180. You got 125 into it. You just made $55,000. There's people who make $55,000 in a year, and you made it in a deal, and you plan on doing 4 of those deals a year. That's money. That's freedom. That's what we're talking about. And get rich, don't cry trying. Industry talk. Gems it. everything, everybody. That's what we're talking about. We want to give you this information. Number one, here's what we do at Industry Talk, Gems It, and Get Rich, Don't Try, Try 'em. Don't cry, try 'em. I'm here to make deals. I'm not here just to play. I want you to call me and I want to make some deals with you. That's what I'm here for. But I'm also here to give you this free information so that you know that you can do it. I want you to do it. I want to work with you. I want you to do it without me. I want you to do it with me. I want it all. All right. Dig a little deeper into it. I told you there's 3 levels. If you do more than 7 deals with this one lender that we represent, you're considered an expert. More than 7 deals, you can do 0% financing. Let's say you're watching this right now and you want to do it, but you've never done a heavy rehab. What does that deal look like? And what type of money do you need to come into this to make this happen? Okay, so as a beginner with this lender program, you're going to need to put 20% cash down on the purchase price. Let's keep the math the same. Purchase price, 90,000 bucks. You need $18,000 to get financed for this deal. And you need to have over a 600 credit score. And if there's a 600 credit score, if it's 610, you're going to need more than 20% down. You're going to need 25 or 30% down. Bring the credit score up a little bit. Let's say you're a 650 or a 680 credit score, then you're putting 20% down. Let's say you're a 680 score, and we're going to use this for an example. You need $18,000 to put down on the cost of the house. You also need to pay the title company, probably 1,500, 1,800 bucks to pay the title company. Also, you need to pay us. We don't do it for free. We're probably going to charge 3 points. So 3 points on 140,000 bucks. That's $4,200. That's our fee. So closing cost, entire closing costs, roughly, to get into this type of deal that puts you in the position to where you can make more than $50,000 on a deal, is 18 plus 40, 22, 2, 20, just under $24,000. Now you're probably looking at me and saying, that's crazy. How am I going to come up with $24,000? I want to do what you're saying, Paul, but how am I going to do that? Let's go back to you being creative. Get a partner. Bring a partner in on it. Sell something you got so you can make a whole lot more money. There's many ways to do it. There's many ways. Bring a business partner in. Maybe you have the money, and that's good. But let's wrap up what the deal looks like. 680 credit score. You can't do the 0% because you're a beginner. You've never done a heavy rehab or a rehab on a house. So you got to put the money down. Put the money down, get approved. You're putting 20% down on the purchase of the house. The financing or the rehab on a fix and flip program, the lender will 100% pay for all of the rehab work. Boom, same numbers. You put 25 down, you're going to recoup that upon the sale. You buy it for 90. You put 35 into it. You're into the house with your money out of pocket. You're all in on the house on the financing for $125,000, $130,000. Sell it, make money, do that over and over again. Do it 100 times in your life. Can you imagine making $50,000 100 times? Because that's $5 million. It's $5 million. All right. Would you rather spend your whole life working and having no freedom and not doing what you want to do, but doing what you're told to do until you get out of work? Then you go do what you want to do. All right. Or would you rather grind hard, be creative, find business partners for 5 deals, and then do every deal on your own after that? There's so many ways. A circle has 360 degrees. You have 360 angles that you can take on every problem, and you can solve problems. We're problem solvers, man. We're people. Come on, man. Think about it. We are people. We got brains. We can put effort into it. Other people do these things. They're no more special than you are. They're no more special than I am. We all got arms, a head, a heart, lungs. We all bleed. Boom. We're equal. So you can do this. Let's hit a commercial break. We got to pay the bills. Let's hit a commercial break. All right, let's get back into it.
It's a Twan visual.
Girl, let me tell you about last night when I went over Punk Man house. Yes, girl. You can best believe it was live. It was live on TV, baby. And you can best believe, girl, I can believe I seen Trey. Yeah, I seen Trey. Baby, I started on him, baby. Ooh. Guess what happened?
Matter of fact, watch out.
Hell yeah, KD. I'm waiting on Smash to jump over here. You heard what Mr. Molly said? We top flight security of the world, Craig. Shit, not just the city, the world.
Jump out back looking fresh and clean. Everybody's turn cause I'm on the scene. Got the hater blockers like the hell you mean. If it got a little money, then it on my chain. Yeah. Niggas saw me from a distance. He approached me like he rich. Look like he's serving chicken. Got splash on the neck, he's rich. Got Versace on the arm, I'm breathing. This 6 minute call me sleeping. In his fade, I know he meant that. And he talks but I'm catching feelings. Now I don't need no dealers. I just want some love and some sexual healing. Now I'm caught up in all of my feelings, but I can let it slide, get it off my beat. Baby, I ain't easy to love you to give. I ain't finna play house with none of you niggas. It's a real thing, lying to a passion and a trigger. And I done made love to one of my hitters. Got him so in love, you're coming in to get you. So the harder you go, I'll go harder with you. It's a real thing, lying to a passion and a trigger. Real thing, lying to a passion and a trigger. Now I understand what mama said, wait for. Can't get you out my mind, I can't go. Got me running back your bag like it's Draco. Got me running back the bag like it's Draco. And a part of me is over, but I can't go. And a part of me is over, but I can't go. And it's really never over till I say so. And it's really never over till I say so. Now I'm down, won't need no dealers. I just want some love and some sexual healing. Now I'm caught up in all of my feelings, but I can't let it slide, give it off my beat. Pimp, I ain't easy to love and to give. And I ain't finna play off with none of you niggas. It's a real thing, I'm to a passion and a trouble. I done made love to one of my hitters. Got him so in love, he'll come in and get you. So the harder you go, I'ma go harder with you.
Terry Cherry doing what she wants to do. She's not being told. She's an artist. She's doing what she wants to do. Smoking some weed. I like that myself. All right. Making a video, expressing herself. She's making money and doing what she wants to do. In the comments, Angel Williams and Jay Shaw, life insurance. Yeah. Thank you guys. That's a creative way that you can pull money. If you got life insurance, you can borrow against your life insurance policy and you can bet on yourself. There's nothing better than betting on yourself. Forget gambling at a casino. That's stupid. It's a slot machine. It's a game. It's chance. If you're betting on yourself, you can make it happen. I mean, you're the product. All right. Let's get into this, then we're going to wrap the show up. 2 things I want to tell you about. I'm going to recap how Patriot Business Finance Consultants can help you with financing made easy for your business. And then we're going to talk briefly about the referral fee program. So we all make money together. We're all in it together. All right. Recap. Patriot Business Finance Consultants. Me. Boom, your consultant, money for your business. Equipment financing. You need equipment for your business. Lawnmowers, construction equipment, trailers, trucks, recording studio equipment. Whatever it is, you need it to produce the product, to get the end result. How do you get it? You can go to the bank, but the bank might say the bank will finance you, but they're not going to tell you that there's less expensive money down the road. I'm your consultant. I'll tell you where the cheapest money, the least expensive money is at. I'll take you to the least expensive money. Not just going to put you somewhere. I'm going to take you to the best deal structure and the least expensive money. Difficult credit. The bank's not going to say yes. If you got difficult credit, they're not going to do it. I have lenders who will say yes. You got to meet the terms, and that means money down. But money down, get approved, make the payments on time for 18 months to 2 year, 24 months. Guess where you're at that point? You made all those on time payments. You're now solid gold with credit score. And the next time you finance equipment, you don't need to put money down. You choose to put money down or you choose to put zero down. You got a choice. Okay. Um, Sale leaseback. You own a business right now. You need some working capital for advertising, for whatever. It's your, whatever you need it for. You own equipment free and clear. That's an asset. We can pull money out of that equipment for you. I can arrange it to where a leasing company will buy that equipment from you. Oh, and by the way, before I get into this, leasing means ownership. Just because you hear leasing, it's not like leasing a car and you turn it back in. And even in that case, you have the choice to buy the car. There's a dollar amount you can buy it for. But leasing equals ownership. That's how the biggest companies in the world own equipment. They lease it and then they own it. So back to sale leaseback. You own equipment free and clear, you need cash. Boom, we pull it out of that asset. You sell it to a leasing company, make the payments. At the end of the payments, the equipment is yours again. It's called asset-based financing. So equipment financing's got a lot of things that fall underneath it. Equipment financing, difficult credit equipment financing. I mean, you can finance equipment anywhere from $5,000 all the way up to tens of millions of dollars, and I can help you with every number in between. Let's move to real estate financing, fix and flip programs, long-term rentals, pull cash out of real estate that you own and reinvest it into more real estate. There's angles, difficult credit in real estate. As long as the asset is good and produces cash flow, there's lenders who will say yes, even with difficult credit. Best credit score gets lowest interest rate, lowest cost of money, best deal structure. Difficult credit gets approved. Your terms are a little bit more expensive, but remember, the goal is to make the payments on time, improve the score, and get to the point where you now have access to the least expensive money. So we can do anything from single family, duplex, triplex, fourplex, apartment buildings, commercial properties, raw land, all right, fix and flips. Boom. Patriot Business Finance Consultants, me, 330-501-4554. Call me. Let's do this. Cash flow programs, unsecured financing. If you got a 680 and above credit score and you need cash, I can help you get money without an asset to tie it to. It's more expensive. And you only want to do that if if you're going to take the money out and invest it and get a return times 3 on the money. You don't want to borrow $100,000 unsecured. I will, as your consultant, I'm going to advise against that. Unless you know that if you borrow that $100,000, that your plan is going to work and you're going to be able to turn 100,000 into 300,000. Then you pay back the 100,000 plus the whatever it costs for cost of money. Let's say it costs you 15,000 bucks for cost of money. You make 3, you pay back 115. You've came out ahead. You bet on yourself. You use the financing product. You bet on yourself and you won the game. Uh, Factoring, cash flow, boom. You're in business right now. You take on a big contract, but they're going to pay you after you get the job done. They're not just going to pay you after you get the job done. After you get the job done, you're going to give them an invoice and they're going to pay you 30 days later. And it might be 35 or 40 or 45 days later. What are you going to do? You call Paul. Better call Paul, better call Saul, and get the play on that. But you call me and I'll walk you through it. It's called factoring. Your accounts receivable are an asset. That's money that people owe you. And you can sell those for a discount. Let's say you got a $10,000 invoice. You need the money to continue business operations, to pay your people, to whatever, to every, not just whatever, but to all of your operating expenses. Forget the 10,000. You got $100,000 invoice. Okay. You need the money. So you sell it. What do you mean you sell it? You sell it for a discount. When you sell your invoice, you get 80% of that money advanced next day. That's $80,000. You use that to continue business operations, to pay everybody you got to pay to keep on rolling. What about the other $20,000? When your customer pays the factoring company 30 days later, 45 days later, 60 days later, when they pay, that other $20,000 comes back to you minus the discount. What's the discount? Could be 2%, could be 3%. You might be looking at me now saying, why would I sell a $100,000 invoice for $97,000? Well, there's a lot of reasons why you would do that, because you need the money to continue business operations for 30 or 45 or 60 days. And it's a write-off, that's an expense. And you have a high enough profit margin to where you can do that. It costs you $77,000 to do that $100,000 job, or $60,000, or whatever the number is. It costs you that money to do that. You complete the job, you give them the invoice, which is you giving them the bill. They don't pay you for 30 days or 45 or 60. In between then, you need to have some cash. Okay. Unless your business is strong enough and you strong cash flow and it doesn't affect you, because a lot of strong businesses can wait and they're unaffected by it. But if you're not in a strong cash flow position and your business is affected by that, well, then you do what you got to do and you sell it for a discount. You're still profiting. You got 77 into the job, you get 97 instead of 100. You're 3,000 less. You write it off, but you received the money to continue operating. You made 20,000 bucks. That's how businesses operate. Okay. Those are the things I can help you with. And 330-501-4554. Call me. Any industry, any state, any credit, any equipment, I can help you with financing for your business. I'm going to touch real quick on referral fee program. Bring me a deal. Paul at patriotbfc.com. Email me. If you bring me a customer or a business owner who needs money, introduce them through text or introduce them through an email, an introduction. If I get them approved and we close that deal, 10% of our profit is yours, because I wouldn't have that deal without you. I'll put it on paper. We do it all the time. That's how we built our business, through referral fees. And we'll put it on paper. Our referral fee agreement is our promise to pay you if that deal closes. Your email introduction or text introduction is your proof and evidence that you made the intro. The circle's complete. And we're going to pay. We pay a lot of people. And we want to pay, because every deal that we get referred to us is one we would not have had otherwise. So let's make some money together. I mean, be real creative. Check this out. If you bring me if you are in need of money for your business and you don't know how to get it, and you want to start a start a business. I've told you already, be creative, bring in a business partner. There's a lot of things you can do. You can also bring me 10 deals. We close all of them. Our average commission that we make on a deal is anywhere between $6,000 and $8,000. Imagine getting $800 10 times. That's $8,000. You could use that to invest into your startup business. There's so many things we can talk about, but get rich, don't cry trying. Industry talk, Galen Smith, the man, Galen Smith. He's responsible for all of this. And remember, excess cash flow equals freedom. Let's all get to that point. We got excess cash flow. We can help people. You can donate to your church. You can help homeless people. You can set your kids up. You can set your kids' up, your great-grandchildren. We need money. Let's make it. See you next week, Tuesday, 6 o'clock. Get rich. Don't cry trying. Patriot Business Finance Consultants. See you next week.
Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.